Love it.
We talk about the reasons why all these movies don't make $1 billion anymore, why they fail to hit budget, and it's all of it, right? It's the China box office isn't there. It's post-COVID and less people go because we all have nice TVs. We know everything comes to streaming 45 days later. It's all of that shit. But I would argue, because then we can point to things like Lilo and Stitch where it makes $1 billion. So clearly people still go when it's good. Apathy. And we talk about this too. Apathy has set in, and you fucked everyone hard enough that we know it wasn't a mistake. And so people don't care now.
We got locked in our homes and had to like get our home theater systems going and whatnot. You train people to stop going.
You see here last month, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige talked candidly about it, saying that it had devalued the MCU brand. It was just too much. It was a big company push, and it doesn't take too much to push us to go. There was a mandate that we were put in the middle of, and that was just get content. I don't care what it is, make content and get it out there. And that devalued it. You poured water into your Kool-Aid, and now it tastes like nothing. Here we go. Given the quality of the Marvel Disney Plus output has been incredibly mediocre, it's dragged the entire brand down and diluted its creative people. They don't care now. Another executive saying, when you went to a Star Wars movie, it used to be a special, but there's a difference between let's have a movie every 4 years versus let's have 3 shows on the air all the time and have a movie every year. Someone else said that like Star Wars used to be a fine dining experience, and now it's fast food, and it's not.
It used to be an event. It used to be a big, huge event. Like people would like the. Dude, I'm telling you, I wish we could go back to that because the lineups to go see Return of the Jedi when I was a kid, I was like, are we going to get into this movie? I was concerned, like, are we going to get into this movie? Because the lineups were massive, but they had like 4 theaters booked for Return of the Jedi because everyone wanted to see that film because it was like a huge, massive, and this is Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Like it was a massive event. I can imagine what it was like down here in the major urban cities. Like
a lot of those classics, weren't they in theaters for like 9+ months? Weren't they in for like practically a year?
Yeah, and they were like, people were constantly going back and watching it. But I mean, ticket prices were like less than $5 to go. Like it was when I was a young teen, like when I was 12, 13 years old, to go see movies, it was like $3.50 to go see a movie.
$3.50?
$3.50 to go see a movie in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon.
We would see like 3
movie.
movies. Yeah, go see the movies that have been out for a month for $1. Oh, that was goated. The seats were uncomfortable as hell, but I watch a lot of movies.
Fictional, why I'm glad you liked it, and I found some things to like about it too. You are one of the few people that waded through to find that and unfortunately it came at the cost of the majority of people who just was not interested in that, or it had been turned off by so many other things that they're not even going to come back to give it a try.
I gave it a second chance with season 2. That was regrettable.
Yeah.
Gooch could just show up with empty bottles and they would take the recycling and give it to him for free.
They gave him change back.
Even Phantom Menace, I remember the lineups for that. That was insane.
I did see all the prequels in theater.
There's a reason the special editions made all that money, and the reignited toy sales, which then reignited book and comics, which then gave him the money to do Phantom Menace, which and so on and so on and so forth. But that's because we had to wait.
I'm going to go see Jaws and Star Wars when it hits the theaters again. I'm down to see, and I'm going to go see Spider-Man. Those are great films.
Eugene, it did, but it's kind of duplicitous the way it charted. It's because of the way they release it and the release structure of so many episodes at a time that the way people watch it, it accumulates the minutes. And so then like a month later, it's like, it's number 1. It's like, well, it's just because it's accumulated the watch minutes, but it's not technically, oh my God, everyone's watching this Nielsen top 10. It's just accumulated minutes over time because it's a stream. But like,
Ironheart's the same thing. Like,
it's still not enough. They know the trick now. That's why they release it in 3.
Yeah.
$650 million for 2 seasons. You need to be doing better than Charted.
It's so much. And that's one of the things we talked about. You need to drastically reduce your budgets if you want to see any sort of profitability going forward. Kevin Feige on Marvel Studios' future, focusing on lower budgets, less TV, and this is where I would take umbrage. More Robert Downey Jr. And then he said, look at Superman. It's clearly not superhero fatigue, even though Superman has failed to make its money back.
He said,
Right there. Look
He
at
wants to
Superman. It's
smell?
clearly not superhero fatigue.
What? This guy is an idiot. Like,